So take your comfortable seat, stretch out if you need to, whatever you need to shake away or shift the energies. And you're here on your mat and this is time for practice and time to be and time to breathe and move with deep awareness and settle in. However you want to place your hands, just take 3 breaths or so, feeling into your posture, what it is. Feeling the potency of each breath. Your next inhalation, lengthen tall. As you exhale, join the hands at the heart, bow the chin, and welcome yourself to your practice. And Om 3 times. Inhale. Om. 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 Bowing your chin, resting in your silence. Letting your eyes softly open. I'm going to stay. So do what you need to do with your legs. Bring the hands together, interlace, flip the palms, press them forward. Take your heart space back, drop your chin, and inhale and come up. So we're just inviting in this cat-cow. As I exhale, I'm going to take the arms forward, bow the chin, release the jaw, and inhale and rise up. We'll do one more. And this time, stay in the lift. We'll start to shift side to side, just waking yourself up. And the next time you shift to the right, release the right hand all the way down. Take the left arm over and we'll greet the sun. Just draw the horizon. Moving with your breath. This is not the horizon. I'm thinking of the sun coming up. Do as I do and not as I say. And the next time this arm comes forward, just reach that left arm forward a little bit more. And now we'll do the horizon. So taking this left arm straight across, you can open it. And then exhale and bring it all the way back. And start to smile. So you're welcoming this breath and this movement. Good. And the next time the arm opens out to the side, take the other one up. Open your arms, open your hands, lift your chest, turn your palms up. Take these arms over your head, bring the hands together and bow down as you bring them to rest in front of your heart for a moment. Drop your jaw. I'm keeping my legs as is, but maybe now is the time to change the cross of legs. Opposite, interlace the fingers, flip the palms, press forward, take the heart back, and rising up. And as you do this, see if maybe you can initiate from the solar plexus. So it's almost like you're drawing in the diaphragm muscle as the arms come forward and bow back. And you're opening it as you come up. Let's do one more, just working that inner core muscle. And as you come up, this time, last time we went side to side, this time we're going to turn side to side and release your arms. You can drop them down. You might even put your hands on top of your head. This might actually feel kind of interesting. And then you can press the head into the hands, but smiling, whatever you choose to do. Good. Okay. Come to center. Reach the arms back up. Good. And then tilt to the left. Release the left arm down. And they'll do the sun coming up over or setting, whichever one. Just tracing this line. Moving with your breath. And the next time this right arm comes forward to the reach. And we'll start to trace the horizon. So it's moving this side to side action. And there's that twist being initiated. Notice what your hand wants to do. And the next time this hand comes forward, reach. And we'll take it all the way up and out. We'll come back to both arms straight out. Open your hands, reach. Reach the arms away, lift your chest, turn the palms up. And then exhale, take the arms straight up. And now bring them right down, find your knees or your thighs, tuck back. Inhale, come up. So we're just going to do cat-cow a little bit here, seated, working that inner place here. Drawing in and out. And then start to circle. So you need to adjust your legs. Permission granted always. And I'm circling the body. Just whatever works here. Put your hands any place they need to. Feel this. Just waking this up. Like we do this on hands and knees. So let everything shift as it needs to. And then reverse. So close your eyes. You're just in your own temple. Feeling the breath, its movement, whatever's happening. Okay, and then go one time in each direction. Maybe it's a slower circling. Okay, and then just sit for a moment. And when you come up, let your hands rest wherever they need to. Maybe you want to stretch your legs out. Maybe I'll do that too. And we're just going to be here for a moment, just in the sitting. Stretch your legs out, give everything a little do. Good. Okay, excellent. All right, we're going to come up just to work the feet a little bit. So, whatever you're practicing. So I'm going to go opposite cross. I don't know. This is going to, oh, wow. I'm shocked. I'm excited. Okay, whatever works. You just make a creative way to come up. Good. Okay. I'm going to take the block, and I know you're in a hotel room, you don't have a block, but maybe you have a towel, and you can just roll it up, and you can use that, okay? And anyone can use this. We're going to put the foot on the block, so the blanket roll works too. It's just not as firm, but, maybe that's what you need. So whatever you're stepping on, if you're on the blanket roll, on the block, we're going to put the heel on the floor. The balls of the feet are here, and I'm going to put just a little bit of pressure and start to wave the knee side to side. So the foot is also moving side to side. Just be with that for a moment. Feel. Good. Okay, now find what you feel is, the foot is equally on the big toe side, baby toe side, in the center. And then we'll bend and straighten. And the left foot might hop back a little bit. You just see. Okay, I'm going to add the arms here. So as I take the knee forward, I'll reach the arms up and release them down as the leg straightens. So let's do this a few times. Just feel what it is. Good. So the next time you come forward into the bent knee, arms lifted, you're gonna reach the arms straight up and find that, as if I'm lifting myself up, and then take that left foot forward. Maybe it's nice and smooth. And wherever that left foot comes here, so I have my feet, I think they're in alignment. No, see, I gotta look, not in alignment. And I just meant that the left foot was turning out quite a bit. Take one breath here. Good. And then release your hands and step off and just feel. Gonna rock front to back on the feet and welcome them here. Okay, and now we're gonna put the top of the right foot on the block. So I'm just turning around just for visibility, but we did this last time and I loved it with the block. I know it's nice with the roll, the towel roll too, or the blanket roll. Woo! Challenging the balance. Here's how you can challenge your balance a little bit. If you feel like, oh yeah, I'm balanced. Now close your eyes, and it does shift things quite a bit. Our eyes are so important. And pushing the top of the foot down and drawing it forward, and then I'm releasing that. And get the ankle roll. So maybe you take the toes down, or you find the balance. Well, what's going to happen today? I don't know. Roll the ankle. Yes. Okay, and then we'll do the left foot. Start with the balls of the feet on the edge and the heel on the floor. And step your right foot back. And start by bending the knee and just waving the knee side to side. So if you're on the block, maybe there's some discomfort, like some deep tissue thing happening. That's awesome. Okay, and then find the center in your mind's eye, put your mind in your foot, equally weighted. You're going to step this right foot back a little bit, and we'll just find the forward and back. And maybe we add the arms here. And it's moving with your breath. Go as, slow might be a more potent action. Sometimes we rush through. So whatever pace you're doing. Good. Okay, do one more. Good. Okay, and then we'll end with the knee bent, the arms lifted, and really reach your arms. Reach through the rib cage. It's almost like you're supporting yourself. So you can just float that right foot forward. Oops. And find your place. Okay, I'm gonna take 2 breaths here. Okay, and then step down. Be on the 2 feet for a moment. Maybe rock forward and back. And put the top of the foot on the block, so move your block anywhere it needs to be. And just place the top of the foot there. You're pushing down. You're looking for balance. And breath, and you can lift the arms and challenge yourself a little more with your eyes. Even if it's just for a moment, just to feel. Okay, one more breath. Anchor foot, and then step off, and come back to moving the ankle. So maybe it's a balance. Yes. Okay. We'll stand on our 2 feet. I'm just going to move the block into the center here. It can stay. See what happens. So find your feet. Right. Inhale and reach the arms up. And as you breathe out, bend your knees, take your hands, maybe they end up on your thighs, come all the way down. And then we'll bend the knees. Inhale to come up, and then reach the arms up. And exhale, come down. And if you're comfortable to let the arms swing behind you, and come up. And any pace. I'm going very slow. You could go very quickly. Just finding this fluidity in this motion of your ocean. And only going as deep as you need to today. Good. Okay. This time when you come upright, just stay in the upright for a moment. Really ground through your feet. Take a little back bend. Let the hips move forward. Good. and then exhale. Release your arms by your side. Take a pause. Put your hands on your heart. And feel your exhilarated heartbeat. I go to tree pose. And I have the block. I'm going to stand on the block, but you might move close to a wall. You might stand on your blanket roll. We did that the other day. That was interesting. That, the block is more stable and the blanket is more, and I'm going to go with the blanket now. More unstable. So that's fun. Okay. So whichever one you choose, blanket roll or block, let's start by stepping the left foot and then see if you can take your time. It's not about the getting in, it's what happens along the way. So take your time. Set your gaze and enjoy the ride, wherever it is. And try and take 3 more breaths. Good. Okay, and then step off your prop and be on the 2 legs and feel that. It's energetic release. Whatever you're stepping on, and let's just change sides, whatever you're stepping on, that foot has to be very grounded. You're looking for stability, whichever one. So that's the practice. Can I stabilize myself in this unstable moment of my own creation? Breathe. Let's try 3 more breaths. Okay, and then step down if you haven't yet, and we'll step the feet apart. So I have to just move the block out of the way and just start to wave your hips, bend your knees. Take a little bit of this, let your feet, I'm lifting the feet, I'm on the heels, and I'm going to take a little balance. So as I come over to one side, I'll just see, shift. So take your time. Even if the feet never come off the ground, or they do a little bit, it's okay. And, be with what it is. Good. Okay, I'm going to do last one on the left side. We'll come back, and then we'll sway the hips. Yes. Move your arms any way that feels good. Just be in this little sacred dance. Our next pose is going to be a wide-legged forward fold. So we'll just start to step a little wider. Okay, find your place, and you want your block, the blanket roll here. I don't know, see what happens. So keep the feet down, reach your arms up, and feel that lift, like something's reaching. You're reaching. And ground from your hips to your feet. And as you exhale, bend your knees, take the butt back. Arms can open. My arms are going to open out to the side and come down. But if you're happier with hands on your thighs, put them there. And then adjust your stance so you can be in your feet. Nice width. Take a few breaths here. Feel the feet, the hips, heart releasing. Let your head go. We'll take 2 more breaths, friends. 2 more breaths. Okay, so we're going to come up, and here's where you might bring your feet closer together. We're going to try and come up, no hands. So if that's not happy for your back, it's fine. But I'm really going to talk you through it. I'm going to draw in at the solar plexus, like when we were doing that at the very beginning of cat-cow. Feel into your feet, into your legs. Hips are grounding down. And then see if you can come up. Power of your legs. Reach up. Bring your hands down, maybe by your sides or on your hips. Gently open your eyes if they're closed, and then heel toe your feet together. Give them a jump. I know I have this blanket here. So I'm going to bring the feet together. Rock front to back. Okay. So I'm going to use this blanket roll. If you don't have one, make one. And we'll put the heels on the blanket roll. Okay. So feel whatever this is. Once you're here, I'm going to give you a few moments just adjusting. We're just going to bend and straighten. And the hands can stay on the hips. You can come onto the thighs. You can go down a little deeper. I'm just working this gently. I'm going to be in this bent knees. So maybe the forearms come down. And then I'm going to feel like I'm pressing the sit bones back. The heels are grounding. Okay, so stay here or come all the way down to a forward fold. That's available to you. The other block. Take 2 breaths. And then the challenge is going to be in the coming up. So I'm going to keep the legs as straight as possible. I'm drawing into the solar plexus. I'm really grounding from the hips to the heels. And you come up. Wherever, however you come up, just come up. Release your arms. Take a breath. Okay, you take the heels to the floor. Balls of the feet on the blanket roll. Some of you have already done this. Okay, this time I'm going to bend the knees. See if I can lift the heels up. Even if it's just for a moment. Maybe it's for more than that. Bend your knees. Maybe you come down onto the forearms on the thighs. Maybe that's going to happen. Good. Stay if you can. Even if you're just, playing up and down, it's great work. Okay. And then all the way down, if that's available, you can put your feet anywhere. I'm going to come to more of the balls of the feet on the floor. See if I can lift the heels up. Maybe the heels are right off the floor. Okay. Good. All right, we're going to come up. So I'm going to see if I can keep the heels lifting and come up. Oh, maybe not, but that's okay. It's just the play. And then release your feet to the floor. Pause. Yes. Okay, we're going to come down for squat. And the blanket roll might be super helpful. You can put your feet nice and wide, turn the toes out. Take your time. Maybe it's here. This is just great. Here, whatever it is, you have your block maybe. I just put it there to sit in. Okay, be here for a moment. And, here's the pose kind of starts like this, but if we can bring it more into the heels, and that's where the blanket roll may help. We can drop or feel the tailbone drop. We're not pressing it down. I'm letting it drop, and look what happens. I start to come more upright. And whatever works. So dropping the tail, but not wanting it too much. And if you're good to lift your arms, take 2 breaths here. Be in your feet, be in your feet. Good, okay. So we're gonna come to sit. You might have to shift off the blanket roll. Bring yourself down. Good, stretch the legs out. Do a little bit of this. Okay. Good, so we're gonna stay sitting for a moment. We're gonna come into the seated twist. So if you need height to sit on, find your place, whatever it is, take a moment. And then we'll bend the right knee. Yeah, I'm gonna go right to the right elbow inside the knee and turn. And then here again, so going through that foot. It's pushing down. The knee and the elbow are connected. Okay, and then so you can lift the heart and smile and find joy and all of that. I might even take this right hand here that's just hanging out up towards the ceiling and resting on the heart. Nice inhale, reach the right arm straight up to the sky. And exhale, come out. Let's drop this right knee down. And we'll move into this pose. So drop it up. Move it. When you're here. So we just twisted towards the left. Now we're going to twist to the right. So I'll bring this left hand maybe to the inside of the left leg and start there and start turning. Soft jaw. And if the hand wants to go all the way across, it can. Then once you're settled in it, feel the connection of the right heel into the left thigh. and lift your heart. Inhale. And exhale from this twisted tree. Glory be, come back to center. Okay, I'm going to lie over this left leg, whatever's possible. So take the right arm, reach it up. And then, so reaching. Just like we did before. And you come forward, and where the body says, that's it, let the hands just come and support that. Drop your jaw. You know, you can always do a little bit of flossing action that we are so familiar with. Just rest your eyes, your jaw, the right hip, right side of your back. Not being hungry for anything other than what is happening right now. If you have cultivated this softness in this place where the body says that's enough, then feel the breath. Yourself out of this, and just take a few moments in the wide legged. Just going to open up the legs. Be here. I'm off my prop, but by all means, you know, the higher you sit, the more comfortable you might be. Okay, so here's this release pose. It's just this. I'm going to reach the arms up and find that same lift if I can. And as I do that, I might even feel these hip flexors come in. And I soften that, even as I keep this. And softening the hip flexors. And release. And we'll set up for the second side. So we've moved. Okay, so the right leg is extended, the left leg is bent, the foot can be far away from the legs can be far apart. You take the left elbow right to the inside and find the twist here. And feel into the feet, grounding, knee pressing. There's space to lift the heart. Take this left hand, just lay it on the heart space. Soft jaw. Inhale. Reach that left arm straight up and come to this tree pose shape. Propping up. And on your exhalation, moving into the twist very gently. Right hand to the inside of the right leg. Twist. Just moving in. Feel the heel and the leg connecting. Heart lifting. So they're almost like we're creating a little bit more space for the abdomen to twist here. The legs are taking on, you know, the drawing down, the heart is lifting, the middle has some room. Good. Yeah, we're going to go straight to the forward fold. So as you inhale, release your hands, reach this left arm up. And as you exhale, extend yourself. You're reaching, you're extending, and as soon as the body says, that's good, rest into that space. Create some space. And welcoming the body into this shape. Everything's talking to you. This is a very intimate place to be with yourself as things become more apparent. So what can you drop? Maybe it's tension in the back, tension in the hips. Walk your way out. This time we're going to come to rest in Baddha Konasana, soles of the feet together. Prop up. You need to be where, you know, whatever works here. It's this soft face, lifted heart. And the hands are here, wherever the hands want to be. I'm going to reach out. I'm pressing the soles of the feet together and opening the toes. Soften those hip flexors. They're supported by the feet, supported by the lifted heart. You can relax. Take yourself out. Let's take a forward fold here. So you can keep the feet here, move them forward. Just come in almost this, let it be luxurious. So whatever that means in this pose, let it be luxurious. And we'll hang out here for about 5 breaths, inviting yourself. Adjust your legs. That's what needs to happen. Right. So the next one we're going to do is just a release for the hips. So I'm going to take, we're going to use 2 blankets, maybe 3. Hi guys. And take all right. So we're going to use this blanket at the tops of the hips when we lie down on our bellies. So you're going to roll it up, and I'm doing like kind of a loose roll. So it's not, and there we go. Okay. So I'm going to start with the blanket roll. We might go higher. So this might be enough for you, and it might not be enough. And if you like another blanket for your head, the block is not necessary. And these 2 cute puppies are not necessary for this pose. So lay down so that the tops of the, I don't know what's happening. So right at the hip flexors, right at the top of your thigh, like where the hip becomes the leg. You're gonna find that place. And then once I'm here, I'll be on the forearms and tuck the toes. I'm just gonna wiggle forward and back, and you're gonna kind of create that place where you feel maybe the skin of the tops of the thighs is being drawn down. The knees are able to rest, and then you can come down. So, and then, adjust. So you feel just a little bit of a support in the hips for that. And then you could be like, oh, I really want more support. So if this is not enough for you, okay. Then we can throw in the bolster, or the blocks could even do it. And so stay as you are. I'm just putting in the blocks and show you that whatever works, just looking for a supportive lift. So put the blanket on top. I'm going to come back in. And down. Just do the same kind of thing, just finding it. So whatever works. 2 blankets. If you're still here on the blanket roll, the initial blanket roll, you're at a place now where you can let go a little bit more. Thinking about the thigh bones being allowed to rest back. The hip flexors being able to just rest, not being thrust forward. And then inviting breath into that whole pelvic floor, hips, lower hip area, even the hip flexors where the legs grow out of. Breathing into the back. And expanding that breath actively. Filling and releasing. You're going to bend the knees and just drop the heels wherever they go, depending on the height you have. You can open the legs a little wider and we'll find a windshield wiper an egg beater, and I'm on the block, so it's interesting. If you're on the blanket, it might be more freeing. Just let it go. Let's change the direction of your egg beating. Coming back to windshield wipering. And we'll come back to resting just for the next 5 breaths. Let everything go again. Maybe change the position of your hands. You had your head turned the other way. I have a moment for that. Big breath. This whole lower part of you. We'll come out of this. Just press yourself up. And our next pose is going to be child's pose. So that blanket roll might, give you more support under your knees. Whatever works. I mean, you have your bolster, you can bring that in. You have the knees closer together, further apart, which is looking for this flexion. So flexion in the hips and the tops of the feet. And we're going to drop them here. Now the hip flexors are resting down. Back has so much space here. Breathe into that as much as you can. We do 2 or 3 really conscious breaths, and then let that go and feel the breath, just as it is, where it's opening. We come to hands and knees. So whatever props you need. I'm going to tuck the toes under, just in tabletop. And this. And then you can put the tops of the feet down or keep them tucked under and flow into your cat cow. Add the lion's breath. So as you inhale, you arch up to the sky. And then as you exhale, open your mouth, stick your tongue up and look up. Inhale, you can close your eyes. And exhale. Two more. And then you can rest in child's pose, downward facing dog, or sitting, whichever one feels like the right one for you right now. Bring the hips, you're in downward dog. Pressing back. And back down onto hands and knees. And we'll make it wider so the hands will go forward and the knees back. And we'll come to just moving forward and back a little bit. Feel for yourself. Maybe you drop the hips and it's a cobra and it's loose. Just take your time. There is cat and cow here happening. And awakening, all that. It's just micro movements forward and back. So accommodate your knees and your shoulders, all three lovely. And the next time you come back, maybe move yourself into this hands and knees, and then we'll come to the circular cat-cow. Let everything with your head, shoulders, and hips. Breath. Two more, and then we'll change directions. Sit on the tops of the feet. So I'm moving myself forward. If this works, great. If not, Any way you sit is lovely. You might want to move your wrists around or after that time on your hands. Be in seated posture for one moment. Feel free to stretch your legs out, move your toes. We're going to come to lie down on your back. We're going to take twist. So let's see, I'll put that down for the head, this one for the torso. And if you like a bolster or whatever you like for your twist, find it. I'm going to come in because we have no props here through boat pose. That's interesting. Give yourself a moment here. This is all the same principles. You know, when we were on our feet with the knees bent, it's lifting the heart. We're pressing the thighs into the feet to give that balance. And then come down, descend through the core. Center of you. Okay, once you're down, however you got here, hug your knees into your chest and rock a little bit side to side. Great. Open your arms and drop your knees over to the right side using whatever props. Adjust yourself so that you can fall in. And same idea. Here we're on the floor. The heart is supported. Feel good. Your leg is lifting. The legs are getting. We press the top hip back. Let's open that hip flexor and allow the twist to unfold. Through the breath. The idea of these postures is that you can breathe into these places and expand the breath. Drop the left shoulder a little more. And a noisy exhale. Take 2 more breaths. I'm going to reach the arms overhead and just reach them away. 1 more breath. And then gently come out, however you need to do that. Put your feet on the floor, and your knees in. And stretch the legs out, put the feet down, extend them out, take the arms overhead. In your hands, flex your feet, maybe do a little hip walking. And then bring your knees back in, hug them in and out. And drop into twist on the second side. Any props you need, take your time. Pulling that right hip away. Melting your heart space to the floor, arch to the floor, softening all the muscles of your face. Feeling the flow of your breath. Nothing to do. Just breathe. Reach the arms overhead. 2 more breaths. And yourself back onto your back and lower your feet to the floor. And keep your right foot on the floor, bring the left knee in.
crossing that ankle over knee. We're going to come back to twist here, and it's not really a twist, more for the hips. So you might need a bolster and block under your foot and lower this package to the right side. Just letting it be. Maybe the right hand holds this ankle of the left foot, and then it's about dropping in. This is the anchor. Letting everything go. Feel what is, create the space of the knee needs to drop down, not give you more freedom. Wiggle like I'm doing. Just releasing this outer hip. And take it to twist for the next few breaths. So this right hand might come to the knee, take it down, go here. Possibly this left foot slides underneath the right knee. I sent them on. This is the left one on the top. Whatever it is, just 3 breaths. Opening and coming back up. Let's take just a little windshield wiper. Release, release, release. Set up for the second side. The right knee comes in. Cross ankle over knee. Open the arms. And release this leg package to the left side. Use any props you need. You can grab hold of that. Top of the ankle and do that. And lock a little bit here. Welcome yourself in. What needs to happen? Just be here. Invite in this place of rest. Even though there could be a lot happening with outer hip and the hip, let it be. Welcome in these guests. Make them part of the family. Take it for twist just for the next few moments. So whatever that means, I'm sliding this right leg underneath the left knee. So it's deep. Cultivating joy, inviting in the guests. Coming back. So we're going to set up for Shavasana, but I'm going to take legs up the wall and move it. So set up however you like. To come up, I'm going to rock and roll about 5 times just because here. Whatever you want, whatever pose it is. Yes, I love it. It's like kindergarten for grown-ups. So it's interesting when not in my class, when the kids do that, I'm like, oh, fun, do that. But I was in another class and the kids were doing something like that and the teacher told them to stop. And it was like, there's so much value in that. Okay. Whatever pose, lying over your bolster, setting yourself up to just simply be for the next few moments that we have together and create that space now to let everything drop to gravity. The breath and all the fluids and everything within you can now bathe all these places we've opened. And in that way, in all the ways, this is the fountain of youth. We're replenishing our bodies and remembering things that you did when you were young, just naturally. Shavasana. Happy as you are, stay and shift into a different position for your legs or how you're lying. Do that now. And descending to the deepest depth. Moving to the deep end of the breath. Moving with the flow of each breath. Continuing this awakening journey consciously. Moving slowly. As you're ready, bring yourself to seated. Take time to put in your props and sit with all that is
for a few moments. Bringing your hands to your heart. And seal this practice with one own inhale. Om. Breathing into your hands, with your breath. And bless yourself with all that you are. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Blessings on this glorious Sunday. And enjoy your day. Spread your magic. So much love. And see you guys. Thank you.